Hello, my name is Kaili Williams, and today I'm going to be making an ancient Roman dish that I believe is pronounced lecustas et chilas, or big shrimp. The ingredients needed for this dish are 1/2 teaspoon of celery seeds, a little more than 1 tablespoon of celery leaves, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 100 milliliters or about 7 teaspoons of Nuke jam, 2 room temperature eggs, and I used about 9 colossal shrimp. I'm going to start by putting my 2 room temperature eggs into a pot and filling the pot up with water about 1 inch above where the eggs are. I'm going to then remove both of my room temperature eggs from the water and add my 1 tablespoon of white vinegar to it. I'm going to then put my water and white vinegar on high and let that begin to boil while I prepare my next step. Now I'm going to prepare my bowl for when my eggs are done boiling. First, I'm just going to add some ice. And then after the ice, I'm just going to pour enough water so that the ice is not on the bottom of the bowl. You can see that I actually stopped pouring the ice after it got stuck in the container it was in, but I did go back, you can see in the next clip, and add some more ice to it. So now that my water is boiling, I'm just going to put it back on low so that I can place my eggs into the pot. And now that the water is calmed down a bit, I'm going to get each egg individually on a spoon and gently place it into the pot so that it doesn't slam against the bottom of the pot. And here's the second egg. I'm just going to place that into the pot as well. Now that both eggs are in the pot, I'm going to place the pot back on high and I'm going to let that get into a boil. I'm going to let both of the eggs boil for about 8 minutes. Now that my eggs have been boiling for 8 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stove, and I'm going to use a spoon to gently take both of my eggs out, and I'm going to place them inside of the ice bath I prepared earlier. After letting the eggs sit in the ice for 10 minutes, you want to take both of them out and place them on another surface to be peeled. Next, I'm going to peel both of my eggs, and as you can see, I sped this part up a little bit so it's not as long. I'm also going to separate the whites from the yolk because for this recipe, I only need the yolk. Next, I'm just going to crumble the yolk. I attempted to do this with a fork at first, but it didn't work out too well, so I'm just going to be going in using my hands to crumble it. Okay, so after I have my yolk all crumbled up, we're just going to be taking a bowl and adding all of our ingredients. So you can see the celery seeds. Next, we're going to be adding the ground black pepper. Then adding the celery leaves. Next, I'm going to add my apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add my nuke chunk. And finally, I'm going to add my egg yolk. And then I'm just going to mix those together in the bowl. Now I'm going to add this to my shrimp. And then finally, I can put all of this on a plate to serve. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually be trying the dish, and I'm gonna give you a quick overview of it before I actually taste it. So, okay, so this is it. I'm just gonna start by getting a shrimp. I love shrimp, and I'm gonna make sure it has some sauce on it and try it. I do feel like I may have added a little bit too much celery salt to it. It is actually pretty good. I'll get some more. It actually came out a lot better than I expected it to. So, this is the last piece of this shrimp. As you can see, I'm not sure. I don't think it has any of the egg yolk on it. But this is the last piece of the shrimp, so we're gonna eat this piece. Okay, so that's it.